So this morning I got up, I went out to my car, getting ready to go to work, and I put the key into my engine and it turns on. It was beautiful. And then I step on, I put in reverse and I step on the gas and the car back up and I drive down the street and I hit the brakes and the car stops. Every morning we do that. Do we even think about like how much trust we put in our car? Like we don't even think about like what if my car breaks down or what if this happened, what if that happened? We just get in our car and we drive. So we trust the fact that our car would take us from point A to point B every single day. But in a deeper sense, you're not really trusting the car. You're trusting the company or even the people who put your car together. The assemble is so intricate in a way where you know that it's going to work when you drive it off the lot. And then when you take your car to get your oil change, you're hoping or perhaps you trust that the person put in the right oil or the new kind, not the old ones, or they didn't break anything, or your filters change so your car can keep running. So essentially, you're not really trusting your car in say, but you really trust the person who put the work into it. Isn't that the way we view God sometimes, that we get so wrapped up into looking at the trees or looking at creation, or we look at the sunset or the sunrise and we say, wow, that sunset or sunrise is beautiful, that tree is beautiful, or these people, they're so nice. Are those people or the sunset or the sunrise is nice or beautiful? Is it God who put it there for us to enjoy it? So when we say, wow, that sunrise is beautiful, we're actually saying, God, you are beautiful. You put that there. There's this guy Moses in the desert. God told him to use his staff to guide the people out of Israel. And at the end of his journey, God told Moses, use the staff, but speak to the rock. In Numbers chapter 20, you want to look that up. And Moses, instead of speaking to the rock, he used his staff and struck the rocks and the water came out. Now, for him, he started to rely on the staff and not God. How often do we get in situations where we only focus on the things that we're good at or the things we see and forget that God is the person behind this? So essentially, faith, it's not about knowing everything about God, or faith is not about seeing or touching or talking to God directly, audibly. Faith is not about we can hang out with God personally every day, sitting on the couch watching TV. Faith is not about that at all. A lot of people like to argue that, well, you don't know everything about God. Well, you're right, I don't. But faith, it's about knowing that God knows us. God knowing everything about us. Faith is about knowing God, it's going to be there. It's going to catch us. It's going to keep us company. Faith is knowing that God is going to take care of us. That's what faith is about. In Hebrews chapter 11, it talks about faith is being sure of what we hope for, and loving or understanding or knowing the things that we don't see. So knowing God, it's one thing, but having faith in God, it's knowing that God knows us, even though we don't see him, but we see his creation. That was the gist of my sermon last night. I hope you guys got that, and we'll see you on Sunday at church or on BT next week. Start at 6:30. We'll see you there.